Hey, it's Claudia, and I'm in between clients right now. Thought I would do a little video on the importance of gratitude and the misconception about gratitude because, the thing is, the most successful people in life, and I'm talking of success, which actually was triggered by a friend this morning on one of his posts when he asked, "What is your definition of success?" But success meaning balanced, in the ability to be able to work, have a family life, live according to your core values, and have a sense of purpose. There are so many different areas, spirituality. And also, everybody has a different definition of success, right? So, my definition is going to be different than your definition. But the people that are nailing it in life, the people that I follow always talk about gratitude, okay? And so, you hear it so much, and I feel like it's kind of an overused term these days. Gratitude practice, attitude of gratitude. But, you know, I've been through periods of my life where it was really, really hard to practice gratitude, and I felt almost like I was being made to be grateful about things, and I was really having a hard time kind of stepping into the actual practice of gratitude because I was going through so much in life. And so for me, it wasn't necessarily about an attitude of gratitude. It was more about the emotion behind gratitude. And it wasn't necessarily for me always gratitude. Like, there were days, I'm just going to tell a really short story because I think my last video was super long, but I remember this one day where I was having such a tough time. My car broke down. This was, 7 years ago, okay? And a friend of mine and we had started doing a gratitude journal together, and my car had broken down, and I was actually using my grandfather's El Camino. Yeah. I'm driving this El Camino down Austin Highway in San Antonio, and having a really hard time, being grateful that I had a vehicle. And so, but, in hindsight, man, I couldn't have I could have, right? I could have rode the bus. And that's where I'm going to next. So I'm driving, I'm in I'm in my grandfather's El Camino, and I'm sitting really low, in the car. And I come to a bus stop, and I'm thinking, oh, geez, bus, keep me from getting to my destination as fast as I need to get there. And I notice, the ramp pulls down, and this guy's in a wheelchair. And so, I watched him for it seemed like an eternity on getting onto the ramp, getting situated just right, watching the ramp go up, and having him get into the bus. And I sat there and I watched that, and I just started crying about how freaking self-absorbed I was at the time. And so, I'm sure this guy didn't need for me to feel sorry for him at all. I think for me it was more about an appreciation of how much I take for granted and how much this person probably is, just struggling just to maybe get to the grocery store and get some groceries. And the level of compassion that I felt for this man, over it kind of it overrode any emotion that I had feeling sorry for myself. Okay, so what it did is it took me out of my brain, and it took me into my heart. I'm not saying that feeling sorry for somebody in their situation is I'm not condoning that, right? Because I don't think we should feel sorry for people. I think that we should have a sense of awe and appreciation for people nailing it in very difficult situations. And so what I wanted to really emphasize is the fact that in that moment, it really taught me something valuable, because even though I didn't feel grateful, I felt compassion. And I feel like compassion, gratitude, and appreciation can take us from a place of being in our head to a place where we're in our heart. And that's the very beginning of being able to really listen to our intuition and being able to really tap into that.